legends are made and fields are named after them. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a team from the SEC, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Canes will get us started with the opening kickoff. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Offense set on first down. The give is to Williams. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
The defense blows up the ISO play by getting penetration right up the middle, and that forces the negative play.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Fast motion from the offense. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
And I love right out of the gate, this offense is going to be creative, and they're going to try to get their best players the football out in the open field. You saw it right there.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Back to pass. It's Cantrell. Feeling some heat. They get to him as he throws. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. He's going to take a shot. Fires the pass. Intercepted. Looking for more room. A sweet return after the pick, and they'll have it at the 43.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Got his man quickly. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And that one goes incomplete, but there is a penalty flag, and they might have gotten him for OPI.
I know that's offensive pass interference, but I actually think that's a very heads-up play because that ball might have got intercepted. That was an errant throw. The receiver knew it, and instead of allowing the defender to pick it off, he knew, hey, I got to create a penalty here and save my quarterback and bail him out.
And that pass is intercepted. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it in the tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. Right down the middle. Finds a tight end down the gut. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Nice play design on that one. You make it easy for your quarterback, too, because it's easy to see what's happening right in front of you. Over the middle of the field, you can see where defenders are dropping. You can see where the soft spots are in zone coverage. And just a really nice job by the QB locating his guy and making an accurate throw.
At midfield, he's got room. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
This running back in the Miami backfield is deadly because of his speed. He's so elusive. You get the feeling like he could score any single time he has the ball. He gives the offense a lot of balance, but he gives them that home run ability, too.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. There's always that issue of conference pride, keeping up, of proving your worth on this stage, and the ACC loves to get a chance at the SEC to do just that.
And these kids grow up in the same area. And you don't think the ACC teams hear all the time, SEC, about the dominance, the draft picks, all the stuff that goes with it. It definitely adds some of that fire. It makes you want to beat them more. I love these big-time names.
Yeah, they really do, David. And I think this is one of those games where if you're the ACC team and your players in that locker room, you've had this game circled all off-season. This game is your opportunity to prove, not just to your conference, not just to the SEC, but to everybody in college football, just how good you are as a team and how good your conference is.
Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration. The interception drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
He's just Johnny on the spot. And now his second interception of the game, doing a great job reading the quarterback's eyes, and he's just been in the right place at the right time making a play.
Here comes that Alabama offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now first down from the 37. They're going to ride this running back. Shakes off the defender.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Really nice run there. Listen, modern-day college football, I know it's all about spread offense and throwing the football and going up tempo and scoring quickly, but, man, you think back to Bear Bryant in Alabama, doesn't it always seem like they've always wanted to establish the run game? They have always wanted to be physical. Bear Bryant would have loved this guy in his backfield. With his physical style of running, man, he fits that just perfect.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job. Nice play call by the offense.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. The lone back's got it. Just keeps picking up the tough yards and gets it down to the 26.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting him drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Third and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the first. Back to pass, it's Cantrell. Finds his tight end. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
Okay, ready? Next, the end of the first quarter. And after one, your side 0-0.
First down to start the drive after the break. He's going to pass. He finds his man. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
And a nice job finding my wide receiver. And then how about the wide receiver turning into a running back, getting upfield, getting some positive yards, and getting the first down.
On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone.
Easy.
Wide receiver shows motion. This is a designed run. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Bama!
Can't start a game any better than that. Defense gets the stop, gives it back to the offense. You march down the field, you score. They are in a great rhythm now on both sides of the ball.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Tennessee is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Neyland Stadium, one of the best home field advantages in all of college football. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Washington. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Working that left side now. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a rhythm.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He'll just keep slinging it. And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
And the Hurricanes will bring the punt team onto the field.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening. Run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense.
Open runway ahead. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch them because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
There's something you don't see very often. A sack on a screen pass. You know, quarterbacks are taught to hold the ball, and then get rid of it right before the rush gets to you. But that time, I think he just held on to it a little too long.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
He'll bring it back. It's Morris. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Looking downfield, it's Hardy. Takes his shot. Finds a man on the left. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. Well, they've done nothing on offense so far, but if they could put some points on the board before halftime, it could really change things.
No doubt. Go into the locker room with some good juices, some good vibes, and momentum can switch a game in a heartbeat. But this offense hasn't had much to cheer about yet. That play gives them one play. Now let's go build on it.
Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense. Line gets set, 1st down. give to the back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give is to Williams. Knocked down at the 25-yard line, picked up 10 there, and gets a first down.
And this guy is elite. There's a reason why he starts in this offense. You just saw the speed and the open field running ability on that last play. And this is a guy that is going to be key to the entire season for this offense.
The give to the tailback. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to throw, it's Cantrell. Using the quick game. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stemming, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
I really like this slot receiver, and I understand he's not the biggest guy in the world, but he just runs really good routes, and he's always under control. He can run option routes. He can run double moves. He does a great job cutting, and he's dangerous after the catch. A nice weapon to have working the middle of the field.
And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Trying to find his man on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
It doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
This time he's got his man. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw.
And he reels it in inside the 30. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3-spot on the board. This one will be a 43-yard field goal attempt from the left hash. Field goal is good. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. So much for the touchback. Here he comes. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Vols trailing to start the second half. Those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step one, Jesse, taking care of the football.
And it just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
And those slot receivers nowadays, they're little water bugs, man. You can play touch football in an elevator to lose to these guys because they're so quick and so dynamic. Get open and catch the football.
Trying to get to it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up...
Incompletion there on 3rd down. You've still got a half of football basically to play. Do you trust your defense down 1 possession to get it back to give you a shot? If you don't, then you've got to stay out there and you've got to go for this, and you've got to dial up your best play to stay on the field.
Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. For this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing, that get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going, then something can start to build.
Takes this handoff and headed to the right. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Alabama will get the first down.
Man, I do not want a guy that will dance. I want square shoulders to the line of scrimmage, take the snap, secure the football, play physical, and fall forward. Nice job by that running back getting the first down.
To the ground, he's got it again. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Running back searching for a hole. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Third and short now from their own 48. Looking to throw for it. They're setting up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. He'll try to really get into this one. On the return, it's Morris. Was looking for more running room but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. And then a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Caller, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. This one's complete. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. To the ground to try to pick up the first. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the linebacker's showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
The Canes send out the punt unit. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Man, oh man, these offenses just haven't been able to find any room to get things going, David.
And to quote the great philosopher, Reese Davis, this is very ungood. Just nothing working for this offense, Palmer. They got to find something.
Well, the plays look good against the scout team during the week in practice, but they have just not been able to find a rhythm against this defense today.
After missing the connection last time, it's 2nd and 10 from the 22. To the air, it's Cantrell. Fires to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires and picked off. Got room on the return. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Well, I think it's pretty safe to say this guy's going to be getting a helmet sticker. That now his 2nd interception of the game. He has just been lights out here today.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll leave it with him. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Using his legs, it's Morris. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricane! The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the third. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the fourth quarter. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Looking for a man. It's Cantrell. Quick strike complete. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. He lofts one down the sideline. Makes a connection. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
You got to fight fire with fire. You got to fight speed with speed. There's a receiver with the ball out in the open field trying to get the corner, but a cornerback with the same type of speed and athleticism able to make the tackle. Nice job.
Quarterback will audible. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Makes his connection. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
So nice when you're an offense and you get in these 3rd and shorts, and you know the defense has to be aggressive, has to commit guys up front, especially in the red zone area. Nice job by this offense, slipping in the pass, getting rid of the football, setting up a 1st and goal.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Dragged down at the 6 after a pickup of 2.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves in a position to win.
They keep pushing forward. Now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. He'll run it to the right here and try to get it into the end zone. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing, especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
If they can get it into the end zone here, they can really turn up the heat in this one. 3rd and goal. And they get him down.
And this defense is bowed up in the red zone, but I've got to keep in mind the situation. This is still a tie game, man. I want the lead late in the ball game. Jesse, I'm going to kick the field goal here.
Yeah, it's enticing to want to try to get a touchdown here and put so much pressure on the opponent, but I think you're right. This late in the game, when it's all tied up, you've just got to take the lead on the scoreboard.
The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. It's good. And now they've taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Minnesota is currently rowing the boat right now, and this is shaping up to be a blowout to remember. They're up by 21 over the Sharks. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Leaves it with the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's taking the deep shot. Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. Touchdown, Canes! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch, in those big moments, and right before the half, in the fourth quarter, late in the game, just like right here. You need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Here comes that Alabama offense. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Quickly complete. And wisely gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got the first down, now in plus territory and a chance to save themselves.
What a great individual effort here in this 2-minute situation. He makes the catch in the middle of the field. He knows he's got to find a way to stop the clock. The only way to do that is to get out of bounds. He uses his speed and his vision, and he's able to elude the defense to save some time.
Great job in this 2-minute drill as he gets out of bounds, keeping the clock on their side as they're trying to pull it out. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. Fourth quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the first down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown time. And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with a QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the fourth quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Here's a throw downfield late. And it's picked off. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
Well, we've seen this defense make plays time and time again in this game. They may have just sealed it with that takeaway.
Alabama trying to hold this lead and run out the clock. They'll test the right side. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff that teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They're facing a 3rd down. Off the play fake. Gets it out fast. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out, execute, and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.